हाँ।
Um, Ma'am, we are not talking. We'll start within few seconds. Wait for a minute.
आता येईल 5 सेकंदानंतर येतो मॅडम तो. तुम्हाला ॲक्च्युली हे लक्षात ठेवावं लागणार आहे व्यवस्थित. हां, तुम्हाला हे व्यवस्थित लक्षात ठेवावं लागेल, कारण तुमची जी स्क्रीन आहे ना तीच कॅप्चर होते. इथे जर थोडं जरी गोंधळ झाला तर तुमच्या लाईनला प्रॉब्लेम आहे. म्हणून ओबीएसला तर काहीच येणार नाही प्रॉब्लेम, यालाही प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाही यूट्यूबला. फक्त ही जी गुगल मीटची स्क्रीन आहे ही व्यवस्थित राहायला पाहिजे.
आणि बीट चेक ह्या दोघं साईडला करू ना.
मीट का? मीट फक्त इथेच केली तरी चालेल, किंवा तुम्ही लाईव्ह जरी बघितलं
Hello.
तुमच्या लक्षात किती गडबड.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible.
Okay. You please please start.
इको होतो.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
पुढे गेले.
I, Professor Madhuri Shinde, welcome you all. Now we'll have a look on MET audiovisuals.
Make in presentation mode.
Yes.
Video is not visible. Madam, video is not visible.
Okay, okay, sir. I'll
मॅडम टेस्टिंग नाही केलं वाटतं. नाही, टेस्टिंग नाही केलं वाटतं. तुम्ही हे तेच करू शकत नाही.
लेक्चर है अभी हैं? अभी ट्राई करता हूँ.
Now, I request our principal, Dr. V.P. Vani sir, to address the participant.
Good morning to all. Respected Rajkamal sir, guest of honor for the today and keynote speaker for the today's UTP, participants for the FDP from all over the India. Head of Department of MIT's Institute of Engineering. I welcome you all to this 1 week program on behalf of MIT's Institute of Engineering. The program is on the machine learning and pattern recognition under Atal scheme, that is the ICT Training and Learning Academy. As far as the Institute of Engineering is concerned, Institute has the 6 UG programs, 3 PG programs, 2 research centers, and Institute is accredited by the NAC, and the computer department is accredited by the NBA also, and rest of the departments are going in coming months. The Institute of Engineering all the time emphasis on the producing the engineers, those who have the globally acceptance, and it can be seen from the placement as well as from the students who are accepted for the higher studies also. Employability enhancement among the graduate is a matter of concern all over the world. In this context, there are efforts taken by the Institute of Engineering so that the graduate passing out from this institution is accepted and he has the good problem-based or open learning approach, where the basic philosophy is to convert the idea into innovative product. How it is possible when we are going for the problem-based learning or open-end learning, in the major projects of the students, the emphasis is given that all the projects must be industry-oriented, where the student. The students are applying the knowledge, skill, and understanding. Because in engineering, when we are talking for the engineering education, there are the 4 steps: knowledge, skill, understanding, and know-how. Knowledge and skill we are giving it through the lectures as well as the practical experimentation. But understanding comes when the students go for the problem-based or open-end learning approach, where he or she has to find out the solution for the given problem, and for which they have to apply the knowledge and skill what they have acquired. And the final is the know-how. Know-how comes with the economical aspects. As on today, we are in the entire professional institutions, we are having little bit emphasis on the know-how. But we are going up to the understanding for the students at this institution. Apart from this, because when understanding is there of the engineering, apart from that, the professional skill set is required, soft skill set is required. In this context, Institute has every department, 6 UG programs, and as well as the MCA, every department are celebrating the Engineers Week, wherein the students from the nearby region are participating in the event, wherein the technical, curricular, co-curricular activities are performed, and the students are encouraged to share and explore their skills. And for every department, on and around 800 to 900 students are coming. And the program is self-sustainable. The purpose of this is that students can understand the technical as well as the financial or commercial dealings, how to get a sponsorship from the sponsors, how to manage the program, how to save out of it, how to use it economically, and whatever is by the students to donate to the needy institution in the nearby tribal area. And even for selecting of the institutions, the technical methods are followed. Students are conducting the survey, going for the need assessment, and then after presentation they are finalizing that what is to be given and to whom it is to be given. So these are the skill set required, and these are the nurtured among the students because of all these programs. In MIT Utsav, there are the cultural activities and students can show their skill set in this. At Institute of Engineering, faculty is always trying for getting the updated and latest trends to the students so that they can compete in the market and they can have the good placement. Yes. Now, as far as this 1 week FDP is machine learning and pattern recognition, this is also one of the attempts. Pattern recognition is the automated recognition of patterns and regularities in data. It has applications in statistical data analysis, signal processing, image analysis, computer graphics, and machine learning. Pattern recognition had its own origins in statistics and engineering. Some modern approaches to pattern recognition include the use of machine learning due to the increased availability of big data and new abundance of processing power. These activities can be viewed as the two facets of the same field of application, and together they have undergone substantial development over the past few decades. With this, the participants, those who are majority are the faculty from the engineering institutions, they can grasp the essentials, and I am sure that the essentials what they have grasped can be used for their research purpose, as well as they can percolate to the students for the employability enhancement of the students of their respective institutions. And I am sure you will enjoy the things. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request our HOD sir to introduce our guest of honor and today's keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Raj Kamal, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, all the participants for this AICT sponsored faculty development program on machine learning and pattern recognition. Myself, Dr. M.U. Kharath. I am head of the Department for Computer Engineering at the SEMITIS Institute of Engineering, Ujjwal Knowledge City, Nasik, and very fortunate enough to be a student of Professor Raj Kamal and Divya Ahilya University, which has imparted good cultural values, good knowledge values, not only among within me, but amongst all the entire student community of Divya Ahilya University, Indore, MP. It is my privilege to get interacted with you all on the occasion of inaugural program of this particular FDP. For this FDP, at the outset, I welcome all the participants from entire country, from east to north, south to west, all fraternity faculty members from almost all states of the country have participated. I am very much thankful for their overwhelming response for this AICT sponsored FDP. All Board of Studies member from Savitribai Phule Pune University, respected principal of this college, my organizing team, on behalf of we all, I welcome Professor Dr. Raj Kamal sir for this particular faculty development program as a guest of honor and a keynote speaker of today's program. Sir, it is a big question for me because the personality which is known to the entire country and many other countries of the world, what to say about that personality, but just as a guest of honor and my privilege for getting sir introduced to this particular audience of faculty development program, I take this opportunity to express my gratitude and to say expert Professor Dr. Raj Kamal sir. Sir, means by that time many of us were not born even, and sir has completed his graduation, post-graduation and doctorate at the age of 21. You just imagine what a potential and what a talent is there with this personality. There are many feathers in the cap of Professor Raj Kamal, having the versatility as an academic appointments, academic assignments, administrative appointments, administrative assignments, state academic awards and honors, then the impact of this particular entire knowledge on the academic world, then the publication form, research form, and many more things are there that we can talk about. Sir is at a renowned institute of Indore, Prestige Institute of Engineering and Management and Research, and sir has given a wide vision and quality-based shape to this Prestige Institute of Engineering and Management and Research. I appeal, if whenever you get a chance, you please visit this institute, you please visit the Devi Ahilya University Teaching Department, and then you will realize what a potential and what a contribution of sir is there with this. Sir has many assignments in the capacity of professor at Devi Ahilya University, which is NAAC accredited A grade. Sir of Technology, Computer Science and Engineering at Medicap University, Indore. Sir was Professor and Head of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering and Director for TIFAC Government of India project for the excellence in networking, and we are acknowledging this particular TIFAC project because we know the outcome of this project therein. The sir is visiting professor at Department of Electrical Engineering Education, King Mongkut Institute of Technology, Bangkok, Thailand, from March to June in 1997. Then sir has worked in various capacities at various institutions like Punjab University, Patiala, then research fellow at IIT Delhi, PG scholar at IIT Delhi, and all this has been passed on to all of us in the form of knowledge from the sirs as a center of point, working as a son and showering the word of the or word community of the student like us. Administrative appointments, as such, sir is a mentor for Atal Incubation Center, which is very prestigious initiative of Government of India, MHRD. Then sir is mentor for the prestigious Prestige University Formation Project from Indore. Sir is the member of management at Kalaslingam University. Sir is coordinator for IQAC at PIMR since 2017. And very important, the ground continuation of functionalities, continuation of the working with the excellence by keeping feet on the ground is the achievement that sir has worked as Vice Chancellor of Devi Ahilya University, Indore, from December 8, 2011 to 2012, from March 20, 2019 to June 1st, 2009. Then from August, so likewise, sir has contributed in the university as a Vice Chancellor also, and I am the witness person for that. Sir has contributed at various levels of the university functionalities, and still today we can observe those changes in the university functioning. Sir was head of the university teaching department at Electronics, Computer Science, Sciences, and for we all from the professional institutions, from the science and technological institutions, universities, it is very essential for us to get this dimension known about Sir, that Sir was working and still he is working as expert for National Board of Accreditation since 2008 in the subject of computer science and engineering, information technology, electronics, electronics communication, and Sir has visited more than 40 plus times, assessed the education systems at those respective institutions. Sir is a chairman of peer team and expert for the National Accreditation and Assessment Council since 2016. About the honors and awards, Sir is a recipient of the scholarship of IIT Delhi, Swadesh International Development Agency Fellowship Award is one more important feather in the cap of Sir. Visiting Professorship of Electrical Education Award from King Mongkut Institute of Technology, Bangkok. Visiting Scientist Fellowship Award at International Center of Theoretical Physics, Italy. Sir has been recently awarded as a Senior Membership Award from IEEE USA, and that is again in the April 2019. As well, the Distinguished Research Award, VDAT 99, IIT Indore is also there with in the Sir's cap. With all this information, there are good quality impact on the academic world from the Sir's side. Sir has authored many national, international books. Those are, now we say, the books of working in the form of lighthouse for all of us in the professional institutions working in the field of electrical, electronics and computer IT. To quote some books at the from the international publications, McGraw-Hill publication, Internet of Things, Architecture and Design Principles. Recently it has been scheduled for August 2020 and it is under it is published. Then the McGraw-Hill Embedded Systems in Pune University. I am proud to say that we say yes, embedded system. Yes, it is our Rajkamal Sir's book. We are proud to say like this. Again, IoT, AI and real-time systems, 4th edition from 4th edition 2020, which was published as a first edition from McGraw-Hill, USA. There are again McGraw-Hill Singapore editions which are translated from the existing version to the Chinese, then to the Korean language for the South Korea, then again for from the Pearson Education Microcontrollers book has been translated and edited by the Pearson China. So see, the worldwide impact of such a background personality is there, and we are fortunate enough to have Sir as a today's guest of honor and keynote speaker for this today's program of FDB inauguration. About the quality publication, total 53 years of research experience and more than 161 good quality publications are there which are being referred worldwide and which are not only being referred but which are having the impact as a lighthouse for the researchers who are the persons who have completed even their postdoc. They are also referring these research papers for their advancements. Sir has total 19 PhD students successfully guided, and 3 PhD students are still working with Sir. Sir has contributed for the publication of various proceedings, various books at the national level also. I take this opportunity once again to say that not only with this particular aspect, but Sir has initiated many projects at Jawaharlal University, at MP Indore, or even at IIT, and those projects are completed successfully, and one of the recent project is planned, and we expect again good outcome of that very soon. There are again many more things that I can say about Sir, that I can proudly quote about Sir, but looking at the time restriction, again by thanking to Professor Rajkamal Sir for sparing his valuable time, for giving us the timely response, and very important, I must quote over here for my experience of working with Sir in last 25 years. All communication from Sir I received before 6 a.m. This is the very important personal aspect of the Sir's character, that even early in the morning, right at 2 a.m. also, I have received the response from Sir. So you can say that this is the personality working for the technical and professional field 24/7, 365 days of a year. I am very much as an inaugural and program, and express gratitude towards you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of Institute of Engineering, Bhujbal Knowledge City, all trustees of our Bhujbal Knowledge City, MET's Institution of Engineering, and MET Mumbai Educational Trust, and express gratitude towards the all participants from entire country, and take this opportunity to welcome all of them, and close over here. Over to Madam.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request today's guest of honor and keynote speaker to address Professor Dr. Rajkamal sir to address the participants.
First of all, I am grateful to Dr. Kharat for giving such a long introduction and telling me so many things which probably nobody has said me so far. Okay, I am grateful to you that for such a long introduction, and most important is that I am thankful to come to such a great institution set up by Honorable Samir and Madam Munsafali Bhujbal in the afternoon, and especially Dr. Tharat and your institution and your principal and your coordinator to give me an opportunity to interact with the faculty of around 200 persons from all the 4 corners of India. So thankful to you. Now let me share my PPTs. Are the PPT visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so in this keynote speech, I will be talking to you about very small area, but very important area of machine learning. I will be talking to you about computer vision and machine vision, using neural networks and deep learning. Since time is very short, I will be giving you the brief introduction and beautiful photographs and I think photograph will tell you most of the things which you are going to learn. So in the time which is going to vision, use machine learning and pattern recognition is your FDP. I am thankful for opportunity to interact with all the faculty from all over the country once again, and they are for organizing you a seminar on one of the very important topic, machine learning and the pattern recognition. The artificial intelligence finds applications in large number of areas.
Excuse me.
Computer vision is one of the area. Are you seeing my PPTs?
Sir, it's blinking.
Blinking? How? I don't know why. Is it some network problem or so? I don't know why. Because on my screen the PPTs are stable.
Okay.
So might be network problem. Then you start, the showing the PPTs which I have sent.
Okay.
Or
Sir.
are you seeing now?
It's blinking, sir.
So I stopped sharing, and there might be network issue. So therefore, you show. Please show it, okay?
Okay, sir.
Madam, you present through your login this PPT.
Yes. मोरे से तुमच्याकडे ma'am, wait, we are sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
You can start from PPT number 3, okay? Sorry. Yeah, it is visible to me. It is visible to all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
this diagram shows you the different applications, and you will be learning several of them during the FDP this time. One of the application is deep learning and the computer vision, and machine vision is another topic which is become very, very important nowadays. So let us. So these are the number of applications are there to which AI is applied, and machine vision and computer vision is one of it. Okay, next one. Next PPT. Next. Artificial intelligence refer to the science and engineering of computers performing those tasks that normally require human intelligence. For example, human intelligence required decision making, human intelligence required prediction of results, human intelligence required visual perception, human intelligence required vision, human vision, anomaly, patterns, emotions, speech, video recognition, and also regression, clustering, classification, speech recognition, natural language processing. This human mind does, and similar activities can be done using AI. Next one. The learning applies in every field of research and industry. In the case of the AI, the software has to learn from the study of data, efficient and logical decisions for the future action. Next one. Machine learning refer to a field of computer science based on AI. In the case of the machine learning, that there are three phases. One is collect the data, analyze the data, and predict from the data, or draw the inferences from the data. The machine learning does not rely on explicitly program instruction. Normally, when we have got a program, then we don't bother. We write a program and we give the data and we get the result. But here, program is defined only roughly, not completely. They are not explicitly programmed, and slowly the program will learn and will program own instructions, separately. And machine refer to computer hardware with the help of instruction that generate the output. In the case of machine learning, in the case of deep learning, and in the case of human mind, you must be knowing that output is the feature map. Using the features, we recognize the person. We recognize so the map means spatial distribution of the features. So spatial distribution of the features on our face that recognizes us. So basically, machine learning can be say that you have got a computer program which runs the set of instructions and we generate the output and responses and we generate the feature maps. So this is a very important point to understand that the purpose of the machine learning algorithm is one of the purposes to generate the feature maps. Next one. The program which is generated in the final phase, which undergoes the training continuously, is known as a model program. So the model program predicts from the analysis of the output and responses for the collection of inputs data set known as the training data set. That is, in the input we give the training data sets, and also we give the expected output and the responses, and then a model program builds up, and that model program is also tested with the test data sets, and then finally we get a model algorithm. So our aim is to generate a model, the model by some computer programming, and that model will lead to the inferences, will do the analysis, will make the predictions, will take the decision, will discover the knowledge. Next one. Machine learning learns and generate model. This is the basic fundamental of this one. Next one. Yeah, deep learning refer to hierarchical learning. Hierarchical learning means, say, learning in different steps. For example, a student goes to class 1, then we go to class 2, then we'll go to class 3, and so on. Firstly, we learn some mathematics, plus minus, multiplication and division, and then later on we will learn from something there. So hierarchical based of learning. Firstly, we find out broad category, then from the broad category we will find out the final result. For example, let me tell you that suppose some personality, suppose you show some face, so it will firstly find out whether it is a male or female, and then it will identify different features and do it. So the deep learning means hierarchical learning. Deep learning method is known as a neural network, which collects, analyze, and predict in the successive series of steps. In the case of simple machine learning algorithms, we have only one step, or say one layer only. In the case of deep learning, we have got multiple layers, so that the analysis is done in the multiple steps. We have got different type of neural nets: artificial neural network, neural nets, deep learning neural nets, deep belief network, and the recurrent neural network. So in your FDP, you will be going through what these are. Next PPT, please. Deep learning method give result comparable to, and in many cases superior to, human expert. It has been now found out that the deep learning method can sometimes give the analysis and predictions which are superior to human expert. For example, latest CNN method are able to recognize an image 100 times faster than human beings. And driverless cars are also possible because of this thing. And that is possible because system on chips have been developed. We do tera operations per second. So since tera operations per second are done, so if you have a computer system which is operating at 10 to the power 15 instructions or 14 instructions per second, then you will be faster than human being. Generally, you can assume that the human mind does around 10 to the power 12 operations per second to analyze the features and draw the inferences. and that is very much necessary, because suppose there is a fire, so we have to develop human, has to get an immediate response. So you see that our mind is so wonderful that it is able to do and generate the feature map from the image in our eye with doing the 10 to the power 12 operations per, more than 10 to the power 12 operations per second. But nowadays, because of these type of computers and Tera operators which are doing more than Tera operations per second, it is possible that the DL method give result faster than the human expert. Next PPT. Now AI, one of the topic is computer vision. Suppose I have got 80,000 images, and one of the image happens to be Bill Gates, one of the image happens to be Zuckerberg, one of the image happens to be Satya Nadella, one of the image happens to be Sundar Pichai, one of the image happens to be Tim Cook. Then the computer will find out that the image is of Satya Nadella within very short time. The next PPT. Next PPT. This is about the convolution neural network. For example, we have got say 40,000 data points. We give it to the first layer, then second layer is the pooling layer, third layer is the pooling layer, fourth pooling, and so on, convolution. And finally, we generate a feature matrix. From the feature matrix, we have an inference engine. During training period, the weight factors and B, that is the bias. So this diagram you have to learn, but you will learn in your FDP by one of the great experts which your college has called. Next PPT. Yeah, so Satya Nadella will be recognized it out of 80,000 images within 2-3 seconds that this image is Satya Nadella, and human being we also take nearly that much time, provided we have been trained that which is the image of Satya Nadella. Next one. Now, one of the important topic which has come is computer vision for emotions. For example, we have got a Bill Gates. I will show you the 4 images of Bill Gates. And using the feature engineering, using the output feature map, we will be using the convolution neural network. We will be using powerful computer 10 to the power 12 to 10 to the power 14 operations per second for mapping the feature map with the inferences. There, next PPT. You can see these emotions. This Bill Gates is showing 4 different features. In the left down corner, Bill Gates is worried about something. In the right corner downward, Bill Gates is laughing. In the right corner on the top, the Bill Gates is drinking. So what action Bill Gates is doing, that analysis, and that what is the emotions are there on the Bill Gates face, that can also be analyzed by the computer using the computer vision concepts. Next one. Yeah, in the robotics and in the machine vision play a very important part. In machine part, the robots, their rotations in 3 dimensions, movement of the machine part along different axes, they communicate, and machine visions can analyze that easily. Next PPT. In the next PPT, you see the she robot, and she has a tablet at the chest. Just like we have got a heart. Similarly, there is a tablet here, and you see that she is showing on the expression as if she trying that somebody should appreciate her. Okay, so emotions are embedded in the robot by firstly doing CNN algorithm and then generating that feature map of the emotion, that there somebody should appreciate me, and the same emotion can be simulated by a she robot, and this is how it will work. Next. Yeah, you see that one robot is saying buck up to robot 2. So the facial operations and the hands operations have been generated by the computer vision concepts or machine vision concepts, and then similarly this is developed there, and this picture there at one robot is saying buck up to to another robot. Next one. Now you see that zero defect manufacturing of the PCB circuits. Because of the computer vision, you see the cameras. You see the camera and the soldering guns you see in the picture. And whole circuit will be made using the computer vision, okay, at zero defect manufacturing without any soldering mistake. That is actually being done nowadays. And one of the company which is doing it is the Rally Matrix company, which is applying it for zero defect manufacturing. Next one. Yeah, you see the machine vision camera. You see that there are rotating cameras and there is a central camera and there is a system on chip here, which will take the images from all the 5 cameras in real time and the central camera in the real time. And on the right hand side, I am showing you the chip which is there, and that machine vision chip is actually a reality and it is actually being used in the industry 4.0. Next one. Now, robotic human interaction, it is very important. You must have heard about Sophia. She talks, she reads the news, and you must have seen on the CNBC the interview of a robot with the CNN anchor. The name I am forgetting. Her name I am forgetting it. One day, said it was shown. It is possible only if robot is able to simulate the emotions and the robot is able to read the human interactions. Next. Yeah, I am showing you in the industrial application that this is on the right hand side. I got a machine operator with the control panel and also wearable devices. Wearable devices work as a sensor. So you can wear the device. This operator is having a mobile as a console, as a control panel, and also wearing number of devices, which are basically Bluetooth devices or Zigbee devices or RF protocol communication devices, and then it is able to do that. You see that in the center you are having blue robot, which is a bigger robot, which is being trained to take the work from other robots there. So the central robot is being trained. Now this robot is guiding a left corner robot, okay, blue color, but a small one, in a precision machining robot. This concept is known as the cobot. Cobot means co-working robots. Two robots co-working. Robot is also working with the machine operator. Robot is also working with another robot. This is the world of cobots, which is now being used in the industry 4.0. Next one. Yeah, next PPT you see that the robot is seeing the desktop, and this machine operator is explaining the action to be done, okay, by giving the command and showing the desktop, and the robot is just visualizing the desktop and understanding and learning how to do the actions, how to take the work on the lathe machine on the background. You see that in the background there is a lathe machine also. So these concepts have actually been implemented. Okay, it is not a fiction now. Next one. Next PPT, please. Next PPT, you see that one of the problem in the industry is to do the quality inspection very fast. So suppose you have got a rod, whether that rod is straight or not. On the right hand side, you see a lathe and the different components are being made. You see a camera, which is a colored camera, and you see the robot, which is having a vision. There, just like a microscope vision, it is having the visualizing this, and with the help of the machine vision concept, the robot is able to find out whether the rod which have been prepared is defective or not, what is the quality. Such excellent applications have been possible using the machine vision aspects. So therefore, you have computer vision and the pattern recognition is one of the subject in the computer vision, for which your FDP will be definitely talking to you. You have got a learned speakers from all over the country. Next one. Yeah, you see the another one. The robot is doing the machining and grinding, and you see that this is a vacuum pipe. So using the pneumatic valve, it is sucking the defective stops there. That is, suppose some object is defective, then this hand will suck the defective part from the assembly line and will stop the assembly line, so that the defective part is not assembled during the assembly line. For assembly, you see in machine part like ICs, etc. In the drug industry, to make the tablets, there such type of robot and such type of systems are now being widely used since 2018. Next one. Yeah, you see another robot doing welding as per the instructions given by the one of the person. This is the welding robot being guided by a machine operator, and machine operator gives the program, and according to the program, the welding is done at the different gear slots. You see the different gear slots. So this gear will move, and then the annealing done. You must be knowing that in the industry, the different parts need heating and then cooling, okay, which is known as the annealing process to develop particular type of the hardness. Next PPT, please. Yeah, next PPT, same. Next one, please. Next PPT. Yeah. So I have recently written a paper which is being published in Smart System Innovations in Computing, a Springal journal, in which how we are using the small deep neural networks as a tiny ML for the machine vision of the defects and the fault. But in the tiny ML, means you develop a ML model somewhere else, and then you implement the model onto the chip. That is known as the tiny ML. Means the deep learning algorithm has been developed somewhere else on a big computer. From that, we take the big computer, we take into the memory of a chip, and that is known as a tiny ML, and that is being used for the machine vision of the defects and fault in the manufacturing processes. Next PPT. Next PPT, madam. Yeah, there is another paper. Sorry, previous one. Yeah, there is another paper for the assembly line functions and the machine object operations. We are trying to set up a research lab also, and it is not very costly. Okay, those who are participating in the FDP, they should try to set up the laboratories to study the defects in parts and so on there, because it has got a very wide applications in the industry and in the manufacturing processes. Next one. Yeah, my embedded system book, in the chapter 6, it is talking to you that how AI is embedded in the system there, and how AI implants in the system on chips, and which are used in IoT and for the other applications. So next PPT, please. Next is thanks. Thank you very much for giving me a patient hearing and give me an opportunity to present some of the latest facts on which the work is being done in very advanced universities, Michigan, Princeton, and other places. So thank you all. I am grateful for opportunity to interact with 200 FDP participants. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our coordinator VB More sir to give vote of thanks.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. On behalf of Computer Department, MIT's Institute of Engineering, I, Vijay More, really heartfelt vote of thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Raj Kamal sir, who spent his busiest time gracing the occasion. Today, we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this is definitely encouraging us in our future events also. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and shown us a new path. I also thank to our management, principal sir, and HOD sir for giving permission as well as providing full support to conduct this FDP. I thank you very much to AICT Atal for giving us an opportunity to organize this FDP. I thank you, Trust Office, Networking Department, Marketing Department, for providing all necessary arrangement to conduct this FDP. I thank you all our resource persons for agreeing to deliver excellent sessions. I thank you very much to the participants shown keen interest to attend this FDP. I thank you our FDP team for their continuous involvement to make this FDP materialized. I thank you everyone who supported directly and indirectly to this FDP. Thank you very much. I request all participants to enjoy the FDP all 5 days. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, sir, do you want to speak? Kharat sir?
So you can continue as per agenda.
Okay. Now,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'm leaving now. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, permit me to leave now. Okay. So
yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, it's end of first session. You have to join for the second session on time. All the participants are requested to join the second session.
नहीं इसके ऊपर नहीं.
If this session is over, you can stop recording.